Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Buakaw Banchamek!
In the world of combat sports, very few fighters transcend their art form. Some fight for survival, some fight for glory. But then there are the chosen few, warriors who become symbols of an entire nation. Buakaw Banchamek is one of those warriors. Born in 1982 in the heart of rural Thailand, he rose from a small village boy to become the face of modern Muay Thai, a fighter who electrified stadiums, conquered Japan, and carried the spirit of his people across the globe. This is not just the story of a fighter. This is the journey of a man who turned every strike into poetry and every battle into history. Buakaw's story begins in a rice farming village in Surin province, northeastern Thailand. Life was simple, but life was hard. Like many Thai children, he discovered Muay Thai not in gyms or stadiums, but in dusty fields, fighting for pocket change, fighting for survival. At just 8 years old, he stepped into his first ring. His small body carried no muscle, but his eyes carried fire. The sport gave him more than a way to fight. It gave him a way to feed his family. Every victory meant food on the table. Every kick, every punch was survival. He was given the fight name Buakaw, meaning White Lotus, a symbol of purity, resilience, and beauty rising from muddy waters. The name would one day echo across the world. As a teenager, Buakaw entered Por Pramak Gym, where his raw power was refined into steel. He trained relentlessly, morning until night, shaping his body into a weapon. Soon, the boy from the rice fields became a feared warrior in Bangkok's stadiums. At Lumpinay and Rajadamnern, the most sacred rings of Muay Thai, Buakaw carved his path with devastating kicks and a clinch that broke men in half. But even with his success, he was still just another fighter in the crowded arenas of Thailand. His destiny was waiting far beyond its borders. In 2004, Buakaw entered the K1 World Max Tournament in Japan, a platform where the best stand-up fighters in the world gathered. The Japanese crowd didn't know his name, but after his first fight, they would never forget it. He unleashed thundering roundhouse kicks that echoed like gunshots. He teeped opponents across the ring, using his push kick like a spear. And in the clinch, he destroyed men with knees that cracked ribs and crushed spirits. That year, Buakaw shocked the world by winning the K1 World Max Championship. He had taken Muay Thai to the international stage and made it undeniable. In 2006, he did it again, winning his second K1 title, cementing his place as one of the greatest fighters of his generation. In Japan, Buakaw wasn't just a fighter, he was a phenomenon. His blonde-dyed hair, explosive style, and unshakable warrior spirit made him a superstar. For the first time in history, a Thai fighter had become a global icon. What made Buakaw so dangerous? It wasn't just his strength. It wasn't just his speed. It was the complete arsenal of Muay Thai, sharpened to perfection. His teep, or push kick, was a weapon of control. He used it not just to defend, but to dominate. Opponents couldn't move forward. He broke their rhythm, dictated the fight, and kept them at his distance. His roundhouse kick was legendary, thudding into arms, ribs, and legs. It wasn't just a strike, it was a punishment. After 3 or 4 kicks, opponents could no longer block. After 5, they could barely stand. Then came the clinch. In Thailand, clinching is an art form, and Buakaw was a master. He locked opponents in an iron grip, throwing knees with mechanical precision, draining their energy, breaking their will. And unlike many Thai fighters, Buakaw adapted. He studied kickboxing, learned to box, and moved with footwork that was unorthodox for traditional Muay Thai. He was not only a Thai warrior, he was an evolved weapon for the global stage. Behind the victories was a routine of pure suffering. Every day began before sunrise, running 10 to 15 kilometers through Thai villages. Then came endless rounds on the heavy bag, each kick landing with bone-cracking force. 1,000 kicks a day, 1,000 teeps, 1,000 knees. Sparring sessions where sweat turned the gym floor into a river. Clinch drills where partners were thrown again and again until their bodies could take no more. His diet was simple, clean, and traditional. Rice, vegetables, lean meats. Nothing fancy, just fuel for the engine. But more important than the physical work was his mindset. To Buakaw, discipline was not optional. Discipline was the mother of victory. The world remembers his wars. In 2004, his battle against Masato in the K1 finals was the stuff of legend. The Japanese superstar was expected to triumph, but Buakaw walked through fire and left with the crown. His rivalries with Andy Sauer, John Wayne Parr, and Albert Kraus became classics of the sport. Every fight was not just a contest between men, but a clash of cultures, Muay Thai versus the world. And every time Buakaw stepped into the ring, he carried Thailand with him. His victories were national victories. His defeats were shared sorrows. But whether win or lose, he never gave less than his soul. In 2012, the world almost lost Buakaw. He split with poor Pramak Jim after years of conflict. Legal battles threatened to end his career. For a moment, it seemed the White Lotus would wither. But warriors do not fall so easily. Reborn as Buakaw Banchamek, he opened his own gym and returned to the ring under his own name, his own flag, his own destiny. He was no longer just a fighter. He was a leader, a teacher, and a living legend. Today, Buakaw is more than an athlete. He is a cultural ambassador, a man who carried Muay Thai into the global arena and made the world respect its power. Generations of fighters look up to him, inspired by his discipline, his humility, and his relentless fighting spirit. He showed that greatness is not born, it is forged. Forged through pain, forged through sweat, forged through endless sacrifice. Buakaw Banchamek is not just a name in the record books. He is an era, a symbol of Thailand, a storm in human form, a true immortal of martial arts.